I am Elham Qasimi. I am from the United Arab Emirates, and I'm the first woman to have skied to the geographic North Pole from the entire Middle East, and also the first UAE national to have done so. But more importantly, all of that is backed by a much deeper human being. First of all, I'm a mother, I'm a daughter, I'm a citizen of a country that's going through an incredible amount of growth. I have a very demanding corporate career as well, so all of that comes into play when we talk about saying our dreams out loud.
So tell me about the support, but also the challenges you faced when you decided that you wanted to, ski to the North Pole.
Well, I think from the perspective of saying your dreams out loud, it may sound funny, but I found for the early part of my preparation work, it actually was important to actually be very quiet.
Right.
But that was more around the idea of being very clear internally on what I was doing and whether I was committed to achieving this dream. And I think my experience was during those early stages, when you're deciding to do something that you think is impossible or that you think pushes the boundaries of anything you've ever done before, it's really important actually to rely on your own resilience and your own clarity in a given moment to actually put yourself and your confidence behind an idea.
Yeah.
And once I got there, of course, I did say it out loud. And I will definitely say that it would have been impossible for me to achieve that dream without the support of many, many, many people, family, friends, national champions, sponsors, and so on. And definitely saying it out loud made it very real.
Yeah.
But I did get a lot of pushback. I got a lot of questions. And I think if I weren't very, very clear, and if I didn't have that internal resilience, then just knowing that you're going to do it, I would have backed down if I had spoke too soon.
Yeah.
When I was at the start line of setting off, I definitely felt this acute awareness that everything I sort of had said and all the support I had gotten was great, but I was there at the end of the day on my own, and no one could push me over the finish line to the North Pole. It was down to myself and my own resilience. There was no one I could call. There was no access to anyone. It was all about what I had built inside over the months.
So were you scared that you might run out of energy, that you wouldn't make it?
I think when I started, I had no idea that it would be publicized. But once it was publicized, there was definitely a huge amount of sort of onus of responsibility for trying my best. I was pretty clear on the idea that trying was more important than reaching the goal, but I did feel like it wasn't my goal alone to achieve, because it was definitely something that set an example that said, it's okay to reflect different aspects of strength or achievement or accomplishment, be it what they are, other than the traditional ones that we were accustomed to in this part of the world. But I think the most powerful thing that came out of it when I left was the fact that, I've always pushed boundaries. I've always been spirited, and I've always been raised to think I could do anything that I put my mind to. But having gone away and done it, I definitely don't believe it. I know it, and that applies to every part of my life. Every part of my life, I know if I want it enough, I will do it because I put my weight behind it and I get it done.
Yeah. And where did your passion for skiing come from?
It wasn't a passion for skiing. I wanted to see the top of the world.
Wow.
I thought there was something energetically curious about a pole, about the North Pole. I thought there was something to say about being on the top of the globe, literally, and looking down and knowing the whole world is spinning beneath you.
Yeah.
And I thought there was something called to me where I wanted to be absolutely alone, and it is one of the few remaining places in the world where, when you say I'm doing an expedition there, you don't see anyone else, you don't talk to anyone else, there's no satellite coverage, all of that comes into play. So being alone for 9 days, really quiet, is it's quite a healthy experience. You'd be amazed how much self-healing you have to heal, otherwise the clarity brings up things you forgot even exist within you. So if you don't find a way to survive it, it breaks you down. And so it's a very, very, very rich experience. And I couldn't be more grateful to have had it.
And how has your life changed today after the experience?
You know, when I came back, I thought I would do expedition after expedition, but as soon as I came back, I got engaged, and then I got married, then I became a mom, then I got a bigger job, and so it's not expedition after expedition, and there will be more, that's for sure. But I think the thirst for pushing my own limits from a personal development perspective remains, and that's how I live my life. So there's no room anymore to live in the past or in the future. It has to be right then. That was the only way I achieved the goal. And, you know, I'm not always perfect at it, but that definitely governs how I live my life. Yeah.
Well, it's a wonderful time to be a woman today, and you know, I absolutely love living in the UAE, and you're a wonderful role model for not just women of your country, but for women of the world.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Say Your Dreams Out Loud is about empowering women to design their destiny, sharing wisdom and knowledge with each other, our sisters of the world. Elham realised her dream of being the first UAE national to reach the North Pole and view the world from above. Getting clear was key before she shared her dream out loud and embarked on her adventure.